Happy Monday, y'all. Charlene here from Lady Waiting 222, and today is our Monday Mini Devotional. So, the title says, How We Enter Matters, and we're going to be reading from Psalm 100, verse 4. I'm going to read two different translations, which I love. First is the Message, and then the second one will be the Passion Translation. The Message reads, Enter with the password, thank you. Make yourselves at home, talking praise. Thank Him, worship Him. The Passion Translation reads, You can pass through His open gates with the password of praise. Come right into His presence with thanksgiving. Come bring your thank offering to Him and affectionately bless His beautiful name. Now, funny story, true story. I know this psalm only because my old church, my home church in New York, the Bronx, New York, shout out to Trinity Baptist Church, sang this song toward the beginning of the service every Sunday. And that's how I actually learned this psalm, right? The words of this psalm. We learned it in the King James Version. But I love this, and this particular verse reminded me of something I saw. I have been going and attending my church here in Texas for almost 5 years. It would be 5 years in August. And I never noticed at the top of the entrance to the sanctuary is a sign that I will link up here in the video. And it really says, entering God's sanctuary with reverence and expectation. And that stood out to me because it's made me think about this psalm, right? And specifically Psalm 100. And how we enter matters. How we enter God's presence matters. Are we entering in with thanksgiving? Are we entering in His presence with the password thank you? Or do we start to just roll off of our tongue the list of complaints and our frustration and overwhelm? And there's a time and a place for that. And it is important for us to share our heart authentically with the Lord. But how we enter His presence, right, in our communion time with Him, in our fellowship with Him, in our devotional time with Him matters. And so I would challenge you today, myself included, is am I entering God's sanctuary? Am I entering His time, His presence with reverence, with expectation, with praise, with thanksgiving? May that flow from our heart, because the Bible also tells us in everything we are called to give thanks, right? And so how we enter His presence, how we enter His sanctuary, how we enter into our time with Him matters, because He's holy. He is to be reverenced. He is our God. He's the King of Kings. He's the Lord of Lords. He is holy, right? And so we ought to enter into His sanctuary with expectation, yes, but with reverence, with a holy fear of God, because He is to be reverenced, right? And so I would challenge you today, I would encourage you today to consider when you enter into His presence, make sure you're entering with reverence, with a holy fear, a bold fear of God, that you are entering into His presence with thanksgiving, because we get to talk with Him. We get to commune with Him. We get to share with Him, and we get to thank Him. We get to praise Him. Let your password be praise when you enter into His presence this week. And I encourage you all to now go and be blessed and encouraged until we talk again. Take care.